Hey guys, welcome to Home Reviews. In this video, we're going to be looking at a humidifier. This is the H500 model from Welov. And down here you can see that it says BoostMist Technology, Whisper Quiet, and extra large capacity, which is always nice to have that bigger size, especially if your rooms are a little bit bigger. Let's look at the side of the box, the back of the box. You can read more of the specifications there and what's included in the box. And what I'm going to do is we're going to take this out of here because this is a pretty good size humidifier, and we're going to fill this thing up, hook it up, and see what it can do. All right, so we got everything unpackaged, everything packaged very well. You can see here everything was in plastic, and it was made sure that when it was put in the box, it was held sturdy by cardboard on the top and the bottom, which is great. You have your power adapter. You also have an extra sponge. You have a little cleaning brush, an extra seal ring, and your instruction manual. Now, if we take a look at this, you can see here that it has a label that says do not add essential oils to the water tank, so you do not want to put essential oils inside of where only the water is supposed to go. Now, up at the top, you can see this is where it's going to spray out the mist, and you can adjust this, so you can turn that all the way around depending on where or how you want it to spray. And then this here is where you're going to pick it up. So this is kind of a handle. You lift up, it comes off the base, and we can set that to the side, and then you can see here inside of it, and you'll want to wipe this out and keep this clean on the inside. All of those instructions for cleaning and everything is in a manual. It's actually a really good manual. Now, if we look at the front of this, you're going to see you have your power button here. You push it, it turns it on, and then you can adjust the knob left or right depending on how much you want it to mist. And then you have a button there, which is a boost, and we'll look at that here in a minute. You have a timer button, so you can set a timer on it. You have a night light, and then also a sleep mode, which turns off all the lights on the humidifier, so you don't have to worry about any kind of lights distracting you if you're sleeping. Now, you'll see this seal here. So this goes on the bottom of the water tank. So if we were to flip this over, you can see the bottom of the tank, and then you can see that there's a seal that goes around this lid here, which we're going to take off in a minute. This is how you fill the tank up with water. But it's nice that they do send this extra ring, because if this wears and does get loose, you can just replace it with that one. But what you want to do is just unscrew this, and then inside there's your water tank. So you want to fill this up with cool, clean water. Preferably distilled or filtered water is going to work the best. So I'm going to go ahead and get this filled up, and then I'm going to bring it back over here. All right, so we got this filled up with water. Just be very careful because this holds quite a bit of water, so it is a little bit heavy after you fill it up. You want to make sure you hold it by the bottom. Don't hold it by the top. Don't try to carry it like this. Hold it by the sides and the bottom to make sure that you're not going to spill it or drop it. Now, once you bring it back over, you want to put the lid back on it and make sure it is secured. Okay, and then we're going to flip it back over and set it back on top of the base. Okay, so we got it set on the base. I can hear the water gurgling a little bit where it's coming out of here and going into the base. So what I'm going to do now is take the power cord. I'm going to plug this end up in the back of the humidifier, plug this in my outlet, and then we're going to get this thing started up. All right, we're powered up. Now let's hit the power button. And we can see that little white dot right there telling us that it is a full tank. And if it gets low, you're going to see that one beside of it. This one here is going to light up telling you it's low. But one thing that's great about this humidifier too is it does have a safety feature. So if the water gets too low, it's automatically going to turn itself off. So you don't have to worry about it overheating or ruining your device. All right, so if we look here, we can see that it is already putting out quite a bit of mist. And then down here, you can adjust it to turn it up higher, which you can see made a huge difference. Look at that. And that is very, very cool air too. So that is putting a lot of moisture back into the air. And this is great, especially during the winter time. Now, with me growing up, we grew up in a home where we burned wood. We had a wood stove. And then even when I first got married, we had a house where we burned wood, and it makes the air so dry in the house. And having something like this works so well. In fact, I remember where we'd actually get pans of water and we would set them on top of our stove just to have something to put more moisture in the air. And that's exactly what this here will do for you, but in a much safer way. And so down here, you do have those extra options where you have a boost here. So if you click that, it turns it on and it even jacks that up higher. And it is just like, it is really throwing that out. I am going to go ahead and turn that off because I do not need that in here right now. And I'm going to turn this down a little bit also. Then you have a timer. And so the timer here, you can see those dots on 1, 2, 3, 4, or 8. So those are hours, however long you want this to run, if you want the timer on. And then you have the night light. So we can turn that on and it puts a light on down here at the bottom. Just go ahead and turn that back off. And this here puts it in night mode. But what I'm really impressed with this is that it is very quiet. It doesn't matter if I turn this up, even if we add that boost to it, which you can see made a huge difference, you can't hear it. There's like no noise. Now, obviously, if you're sitting right beside of it laying down, you may hear it slightly, but other than that, it's not something you're just going to notice being in your home or being in your bedroom. So I'm going to turn that back off and turn this down, and this is something that I am very happy with. So if you guys want to check it out, I'll put the link below the video there. It is made by Welov. It's the H500 model. And if you enjoy these types of product reviews where I just review odd and ends from within my home, be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel, and I will see you guys in the next video.